Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to another weekly update video. It's been about 2 weeks since my last update, so I have a lot of things to talk about, a couple things to talk about, and I'm going to get right into them now. The first thing that happened since the last update video was Hell Yeah and Volbeat brought their tour to Phoenix, so I went down there to check that out. I was looking really forward to it. The first band that was playing was they're a band from Canada, a power metal band called Killinger. I don't know anything about them, and I don't really know too much about power metal either. But they were definitely good. They were the opening band. They clearly didn't have a huge budget, but I respect them because they were able to do what they could. Here's a video to show what I'm talking about. You see what I mean? Like, they didn't have a huge big budget, but they brought what they could. You know what I mean? For entertainment. Those they had those lights on their banners, and then I don't know how well you can see it in the video, but the drum set had like strobing lights all over it, and it was just cool. I love when bands do that. Even bands just playing bars. When they just do what they can. I respect that. I think that's awesome. So then the next band was another power metal band called Iced Earth. It was cool to finally see them. I don't know much about their music. I've heard of them, obviously. They've been around, I'm assuming, for a long time. And, for a minute there, I was like, what the hell? Am I at a power metal show or what? But yeah, they sounded really good. They had a sound where I was like, oh yeah, wow, I can now tell, the headliners are going to be coming out. Their guitars sounded really good. One guitar player had the rhythm guitar player, I believe, had a Gibson Les Paul Custom. It was a black one, and it just looked badass, as Gibson Les Paul Customs do. And then the lead guitar player had a really sweet Suhr guitar. I'm assuming custom made, and Suhr makes what I'm assuming are incredible guitars. They're expensive and they look really beautiful. I've never played one. I don't think I've ever seen one either, now that I think about it. But it's also, you don't really see them just being brought out for tours either, So that was cool. Then the next band that came out was Hell Yeah. They were the band that I was there to see, probably. I mean, for the most part. I've seen them a lot of times before, a handful of times. And I have to say, they're getting better, in their sound and stuff. And their set list really flowed. The old songs sounded great. The newer stuff sounded good. And the set really flowed. The set list really flowed well, and you can tell that they're coming into their own, in terms of the sound and stuff. Like, I mean, they are technically a super group, I guess you might call it, where it's like, Pantera and Mudvayne and the other influences in there, like Nothing Face and stuff like that. But I really they just have a good sound now, and it's like, I really respect them as a band, and it's just really cool, Here's a little video of that. Yeah, I just wanted to show a real quick clip to show the vibe there. People were definitely getting into it, and they played a real quick, not real quick set, but they played it, a hard and heavy set. They brought it. One thing that the video doesn't show though is it was like hot in there. This was at the Marquee Theater in Tempe. Two things. First of all, it was packed. It's a large venue. It's for the larger bands. It's not for the everyday local band or anything. And it was packed in there. And then also, we're in the monsoon time here in Arizona, so it was it's been raining lately, so it was gonna rain that day. So it was a little humid, but then it actually started to rain a lot, and then it had the humidity and the packed in heat and everything. So it was just really a little bit hot and sweaty in there. Which the video doesn't show, but it was a good time. And then the next band that came on was Volbeat. They came on a little bit late. It was like 10:30, I think, when they finally came out. Maybe even a little bit later. So I didn't stay for the whole set, honestly. It was too hot, and it was a long day, and I'd seen a lot of bands. But I don't know much about Volbeat either, aside from, the songs that they play on the radio and stuff. Aside from the radio songs, but they're really good. If you don't know who they are, they mix rockabilly with a little bit of metal. The description sounds like it would be weird, and it is kind of a funky mix, but it works really well, and The songs are really good and stuff. So I can't wait to start getting into them more. So that was the show. You know, it was really good. Had a really good time. You know, a lot of really good bands. It was really solid. A very diverse lineup too. It's cool when you can get a diverse lineup like that that actually is good instead of just like, I don't know, things that don't complement each other, whatever. All right, so that was that. The next thing I want to talk about, the very next day we took my dog Shag to PetSmart to get his hair cut. Well, we had them do the works. You know, it was like they brushed his teeth, they cut his nails, they did everything. You know, um, they hooked him up. You know, so um, if you've seen some of my old videos, you've seen him make little appearances here and there in my other weekly update videos. You know why we call him Shag. You know, he's like shaggy as hell. You know, he's dreaded. You know, he's got little sweet dreadlocks. And we cut him, you know, here at home sometimes, and not too often though, but they grow back. Um, but we've never shaved him completely. So this is what he looks like now. You know, when they brought him out, like I was like what the hell? He doesn't look any. He looks nothing like he used to look. There's no resemblance there. I mean, except for you know his actions and all that. It's not like maybe I'm overselling it, but in terms of just like physical appearance, like it was like whoa, what the hell? Um, but yeah, he's really happy with it. So I love it, and he's really soft. You know, I made a joke that we probably can't call him Shag anymore, but hopefully it'll go back. You know, for the winter time, so he's not like cold or anything. But yeah, he's definitely really happy. He runs around the house more, and he's a little more active, and he doesn't. Um, he just seems like in a good mood because of it. So that's awesome. All right, so then the last thing I want to talk about was from last week. There was this tattoo convention that came through town. Or no, yeah, okay, it's a tattoo convention called the Timeless Ink Tour. Um, they're calling it a tour because I guess they're going to be taking it around the country at some point. They're working on that, but so yeah, there was that was all weekend, Friday, Saturday, and Sunday, and I went there. They had a lot of promotion for it too. There was like billboard ads, bus stop ads, and like I think I may even seen some of the bus ads. So yeah, if you're from Phoenix, I'm sure you've seen the ads there too, like wherever, you know, all around town. The one thing I want to say first of all was my immediate reaction was like it wasn't what I expected. I was thinking of like you know convention, like an event, like a big thing, you know, like where there was things to do and stuff. But it was definitely tinier, and I kind of got the vibe that like people that were going there were like going there to get tattooed, which makes sense, you know, if you think about it. But I was just expecting, you know, something a little more like a big huge event. It was definitely an event, and I don't want to make it sound like it's bad because there actually was a lot of. I'm not like that it was bad, but like I don't want to undersell it either. But that was just my immediate reaction. There was a lot of cool stuff. There was like live music, a bikini contest. Half of it was a tattoo convention, and then the other half of the large hall was a car show. So they had all these ridiculously modified cars, you know, with TVs and all kinds of stuff. That was cool too. Um, Piercings. There were suspensions. I saw this. I don't know what a little person, you know, a midget. I'm sorry if that's not the correct term. Get suspended by his nipples and like lifted up like chains through the nipples and then suspended. It was like oh man, yeah, it was ridiculous, you know, and all kinds of stuff. And then at any given point, like there were 20 tattoos being done at any given point throughout the whole weekend, and there were like long hours. I think they were opening at like 11 and shutting down at 11, except for maybe Sunday when they closed at like 9 or something. So it was like you know full days, and at any given point that I was there, um, people were getting tattooed. So you know it was cool. I went there mainly. I guess my initial reason for going was just to you know I love art. You know there's no secret there. I wanted to just see what kind of art there was. I was a little disappointed at first because most of the stuff I saw out on their tables was stuff where like um, it was like examples that you could get done. You know, I wanted to see like works of art, like to show what this person was capable of, and there was a little of that, but it wasn't again what I expected. But once I got into the swing of things and I saw what was there and what I could expect and stuff, I had a really great time. I actually did meet some really cool people, some really cool artists. You know, I got to see some cool art, and I even got to buy some cool art because they had some cool vendors there that were strictly selling art and T-shirts and stuff, which I guess I'll get into now. Then, the first thing I got was this. It's a Dia de los Muertos girl. Um, it's a canvas type of print. It's a I don't know if it's made to look like a painting basically. The word looks like it's spelled like it would be said giggly, but I've heard it said it's like a weird pronunciation. It's like gilet or gile or gili or something like that, but I call it giggly. So yeah, it's a giggly print. It's got this wood frame on the back, so it's like again like a painting. You know, it's painted on the sides like a painting, and then it's made so that you don't have to frame it. You can hang it just like that, you know, with the wood backing and stuff. So it's cool. They had a whole bunch of these DLOs more. Well, they had a whole bunch of stuff that was like tattoo style, various styles of stuff. One of them being De Los Muertos girls. There was a lot of them, and there were people with tattoos. You know, with like headshot tattoos, similar and stuff. This one you can see kind of has like a red theme going on. You know. They had one that was a blue theme, and then they had one that was a little bit darker too, and then they had other cool stuff like they had like this like an old cowboy I think, but he had like a gas mask on. It was just ridiculous, and they had just ridiculous cool like tattoo inspired stuff. It was cool. They had bigger sizes too, but I thought the giggly prints are a little more expensive, and I thought I don't need a bunch of them, so I just got the one. And then I got this. This is one of those Uncle Sam parody type things. It's a laminated poster. It's the last thing I got. It says, I want you to get a tattoo. Obviously I don't have tattoos. I'm not planning to get one in the immediate future, but I like these Uncle Sam things, and I just think it's funny, and I love it. It's really cool Uncle Sam skeleton. So that's awesome. The guy told me it was like $8, and like he told me it was on Sunday, and he was like, "I'll give it to you for $4," and I was like, "Well, yeah, $4. You can't really deny that." So I'm gonna probably put it up at some point. I'll put it back there. I have plans to change the posters sometimes, but I kind of like them. I mean, I do. I like them. So so that was it. That was the tattoo convention. I had a great time. I don't want to. Hope I didn't undersell it or anything. I had a good time the whole weekend. There was good stuff, and that's been my weekly update. It was a pretty cool time, pretty chill. So yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time. Bye.